start. We are talking about Made in New Mexico by New Mexicans, Genuine Southwest Arts and Gifts. That's what they do. They feature a variety of different artisans that can absolutely set your home up. You can bring in something that's very unique, very beautiful, and guess what? You are supporting New Mexico artists. Here with more on what is going on at Genuine Southwest is Val Eisenhower. And Val, tell us a little bit first about this shop. So this is New Mexico artists selling to New Mexicans and selling something that really is genuine to the land of enchantment.
That's correct. When we opened up the store 2.5 years ago, we wanted to focus on local art, local artists, everything with a Southwestern flair. Mm-hmm. So that is where what we sell in the store. We have 30 different artists. We have about 20 different art mediums, and mm-hmm. there are 2 of us who are artists who own the store, and we brought the rest in on consignment.
So how did you find these artists? Were these people that you just worked through and networked throughout the years as an artist? Did they come to you and say, I need a venue to sell my works?
A few of them we knew when we opened the store. A few of them we went after. We liked their artwork. And there are quite a few that just found us over the years, walked in and said, how do I get in this store? A lot of the artists love to be in our shop. We're in a great location in Old Town. Okay. And we are, we have a lot of traffic in between both the tourists and the locals.
Sure. So let's talk about some of the featured works that you have here. Obviously, well, let's start with the pottery before we get into some of these other tile works. And tell us a little bit about what we've got going on in the foreground here.
These 2 pieces are micaceous clay pottery made by Sherry Holmes. And micaceous clay naturally has the mica in it. That's what gives it its glitter. And when you're using it, it's a lot like cast iron in that it's porous, mm-hmm. but it is food safe, and so you're able to fix whatever. This is a wonderful bean pot, mm-hmm. and with the lid that comes off of it and the other dish there, you can put whatever items that you want to.
Okay, so we can actually use this to cook, is that right?
That is correct.
Really?
That is correct.
Wow, so as you can see, I don't know if you can see with the light, I'll try and get it here, folks, that you can see some of the glitter there we go. You can see some of that glittering, and that's just naturally part of the
That's naturally part of it. She has to go dig the clay up in northern New Mexico and clean it, and then she hand forms all of the pieces.
Wow. So tell us about this piece over here. This is beautiful.
That is a teapot, and Marianne Stone is the artist on that one. The lid does come off. I love her her creative teapots that she does. It is food safe, so you can use it in your kitchen, in your home.
So this isn't just something decorative, this is practical
purpose. It is that we can functional art is what we call it.
Functional art, that's a great way to put it. So let's talk about some of these pieces back here. Now, we're looking at dishes here that could be either for decoration. Are these also food safe?
These are also food safe.
Okay.
The piece that's right there with the blue and the chilies is also another one of Marianne Stone's pieces. And it's a great one if you live here in New Mexico, mm-hmm. or you're traveling here and you love the idea of the chili ristras and you want to take a little piece of New Mexico home with you. Yeah. And then you put it up on an easel in your kitchen and you have some pretty pieces.
Absolutely. So let's talk about this because the style is very different here. Of course, you got the sort of 3-dimensionality of this mm-hmm. one. And this one looks, the style of the artwork, very different.
It is. And the artist that does this piece is Andrea Ponzini. It's a hand-painted, gorgeous piece. You can use it for, again, for food, for serving, and then put it out so that all of your guests in your house or you yourself can enjoy it, and then you have a beautiful piece to serve on when you have company.
Absolutely. And then last but not least, and this kind of gets us into the foray of some of the other mediums that here, this looks like Christmas ornaments that we got working on.
Those are Christmas ornaments hand-painted by Angel Pacheco. Mm-hmm. They are poured ceramics, and people love her pieces. The tourists love them, the locals love them. They make great Christmas presents, birthday mm-hmm. presents for other folks. And then she also does some hand-painted coasters. We have several different styles of her coasters.
Okay. So now I want to get back to this Andrea's work really quickly because I understand that we have a reception going on this Friday in honor of her work.
That's right. The month of April, Andrea Ponzini is our featured artist. So we have, I just brought 2 of her pieces here. There's a reception during the first Friday night Arts Crawl from 5 to 8 Friday. Andrea will be there. We'll have some of her whimsical hand-formed mm-hmm. pottery pieces, and then she is also, she's a painter, so we have some of her wall art, and we'll have quite a few new pieces. So 5 to 8, Friday evening down at Genuine Southwest. If you can't make it, come down during April to see her new pieces.
Okay, so speaking of coming down to Genuine Southwest, you said we're in Old Town. Where exactly in Old Town can we find you?
We are on the extreme east side in Plaza Hacienda. The easiest way to get to us is if you park in the Albuquerque Art and History Museum parking lot, and there's that big mosaic arch. You walk underneath that arch, and we are the very first store you come to on the left-hand side.
Fantastic. Should be pretty easy to find, guys. And of course, we will have links at casa.com later on, as well as a full recap of this. So again, Genuine Southwest Arts, and as you said, 30 different artisans, 20 different types of artwork. So clearly, folks, you are going to find something for everyone in their store. Val, thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Again, guys, head over to casa.com a little bit later on. Stay with us. More style when we come back.